Is it possible that in the face of unimaginable devastation, a single survivor and a pope's words can ignite a global beacon of hope, forever altering our understanding of miracles and compassion? On Thursday, June 12, 2025, the world bore witness to one of India's most devastating aviation disasters. Air India Flight AI-171, a Boeing 787 Dreamliner bound for London Gatwick from Ahmedabad, crashed just minutes after takeoff, claiming 241 lives. Yet amidst this horrific tragedy, a man named Raynes, a 34-year-old British citizen, emerged as the sole survivor. His story, a testament to an inexplicable stroke of luck and an unyielding will to live, has captivated the world, intertwining with the compassionate response of Pope Leo XIV, the first American pope, to create a narrative that transcends grief and speaks to the very essence of human resilience. Raynes was seated in 11A, a window seat positioned directly over the wing and beside an emergency exit. When the Dreamliner plummeted, the world around him was engulfed in a maelstrom of twisted metal, roaring flames, and the chilling silence of lives abruptly extinguished. But Raynes opened his eyes. His heart, a frantic drum against his ribs, confirmed his improbable survival. With trembling hands and surging adrenaline, he fumbled with his seatbelt. Before him, a jagged gap appeared where the emergency door had shattered. A sliver of light, a lifeline in the darkness. From his hospital bed, recovering with only minor cuts and bruises, Raynes recounted his harrowing escape, his voice still laced with disbelief and profound gratitude. "I felt the plane stop in the air just after takeoff," he whispered, his eyes distant as he relived the nightmare. "It was like time froze, then everything shook, and the plane hit." He continued, "My door broke open, and I saw light through the gap. Something in me knew I had to move." On the opposite side of the aircraft, a building wall blocked any escape for others, sealing their fate. But Raynes, in seat 11A, found himself in the singular spot where survival was possible. He crawled through that jagged opening, scraping his arms and legs, propelled by a primal instinct to live, to return to his wife and daughter, to bear witness to the unimaginable. "I could hear nothing at first, just this ringing in my ears," he recalled. "Then I smelled smoke, felt the heat. I kept thinking about my family. I don't know why it was me, why I got to walk away when they didn't. But I'll carry them with me forever." This solitary survival, the magic of seat 11A, has sparked questions that resonate far beyond the immediate crash site. How does one person defy such catastrophic odds? Was it the seat's unique position by the emergency exit, the structural integrity of the wing area, or something utterly unexplainable? A whisper of fate, an act of divine intervention? Aviation experts caution that plane crashes are inherently unpredictable. No seat is definitively safer. As one analyst explained, the dynamics of each crash are unique: where the plane hits, how it breaks. Seat 11A was Raynes' salvation, but it offers no guarantee for anyone else. Yet, for Raynes, that seat was everything. The stark difference between joining the 241 souls lost and being the single voice left to tell their story. His raw, unfiltered account is now fueling a global conversation about survival, second chances, and the fragile thread that binds us to life. From Vatican City, Pope Leo XIV, the first American pontiff, responded to this tragedy with words that have resonated deeply across faiths and nations. In a telegram signed by Cardinal Pietro Parolin, the Pope expressed his heartfelt condolences to the families and friends of those lost. He stated he was deeply saddened by the tragedy involving an aircraft near Ahmedabad, assuring everyone affected of his prayers for those involved in recovery efforts and commending the souls of the deceased to the mercy of the Almighty. His message, simple yet profound, has brought comfort to countless individuals, a poignant reminder that even in unimaginable loss, global leaders stand in solidarity. The Pope's compassionate response, twinned with Raynes' miraculous survival, has transformed this tragedy into a story of both profound grief and enduring hope, a testament to the power of compassion and human resilience. Air India Flight I-171 departed Ahmedabad on a routine morning, bound for London Gatwick, carrying 242 individuals. 169 Indians, 53 Britons, 7 Portuguese, and 1 Canadian. Mothers, fathers, children, grandparents, each one a universe of love, hope, and possibility. Families had exchanged final hugs at the airport, their minds filled with dreams of new adventures or joyous reunions. But mere minutes after takeoff, something went catastrophically wrong. The aircraft, designed to transport these passengers to their destinations, instead plummeted into a residential area near Ahmedabad's airport, reportedly slamming into the hostel of BJ Medical College, a residence for doctors. Smoke billowed into the sky, debris burned, and the world watched in horror as rescue workers, stretchers in hand, rushed to the scene, desperately searching for any sign of life. The news spread like wildfire, leaving families, nations, and strangers in stunned silence. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi described it as heartbreaking beyond words. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer labeled it devastating. A tragedy felt acutely in a country where nearly 1.9 million people of Indian descent call home. Social media platforms were inundated with images of the crash site, smoke, flames, and the quiet heroism of rescue workers painstakingly sifting through the debris. As the investigation into the cause continues, the world grapples with the immense loss of 241 lives, each one leaving behind dreams, loves, and hopes that continue to live on in the grieving families. Yet amidst this overwhelming grief, Raynes' story and the Pope's compassion are igniting a powerful spark. People are sharing Raynes' words, marveling at the uncanny circumstances of Seat 11A, and reflecting deeply on what it means to be given a second chance at life. His raw, unfiltered account from that hospital bed is touching hearts across the globe, a potent reminder that even when life feels unbearably fragile, the human spirit possesses an extraordinary capacity to endure. The ripple effects of this tragedy are still unfolding. Pope Leo XIV's message has brought solace to many, while Raynes' survival continues to capture imaginations. A lone survivor who crawled through a broken door to live another day. His words about feeling the plane halt in mid-air, about the desperate fight to escape, are a profound testament to the human will to survive. They serve as a powerful call to cherish every fleeting moment, to hold our loved ones close, and to find meaning and hope even in the face of overwhelming tragedy. As we reflect on this pivotal moment, let us carry forward its enduring lesson. Life is unpredictable, but it is also infinitely precious. Raynes did not know he would be the one to walk away, just as none of those 242 souls knew their journey would end so suddenly. Yet their stories live on, in the families left behind, in the nations mourning them, and in the stranger who survived to tell the tale. This is not merely a story of loss, it is a profound narrative of life's precariousness, of the indomitable human spirit, and of the comforting power of compassion in our shared human experience. Let's delve deeper into the layers of this extraordinary event, exploring the human element, the scientific debate, and the spiritual resonance that has touched millions. First, consider the sheer improbability of Raynes' survival. In aviation disasters of this magnitude, the notion of a single survivor is almost unheard of. It defies statistical probability, challenges our understanding of engineering limits, and often leads to an almost mystical interpretation. Was it the precise angle of impact, the way the fuselage tore, or the specific materials used in that section of the plane? Aviation safety experts meticulously analyze every detail of such crashes, seeking answers that can prevent future tragedies. They examine the G-forces involved, the structural integrity of various parts of the aircraft, and the precise trajectory of debris. While they will stress that there is no safest seat on a plane, the specifics of this crash, the plane's alleged impact with a building, the location of the tear in the fuselage near Raynes' seat, will undoubtedly be scrutinized for years to come. What made Seat 11A, at that exact moment, the single point of escape? This isn't just about luck. It's about a confluence of physics, chance, and an individual's immediate instinctive reaction. Raynes' own description of feeling the plane stop in the air before impact suggests a rapid deceleration, potentially leading to a specific type of structural failure that, in a macabre twist of fate, created his exit. We will continue to explore expert analyses as they emerge, breaking down the technical aspects that contributed to this unique survival. Beyond the technical, there's the profound human story of Raynes himself. Imagine the visceral terror, the deafening noise, the sudden jolt, and then silence. To open your eyes in a hellscape and realize you are alive, when all around you is death, is an experience few can fathom. His immediate instinct to move, to crawl through that small opening, speaks volumes about the primal human drive for self-preservation. It is a story of incredible mental fortitude in the face of absolute chaos. His continued grappling with "why me?" is a universal question for survivors of mass tragedies, a form of survivor's guilt that is deeply human. He carries the weight of 241 souls, a burden that will shape the rest of his life. His decision to speak publicly, to share his raw experience, is an act of immense courage, transforming his personal horror into a powerful narrative that can help others process their own grief and fears. His testimony becomes a voice for those who no longer have one, a memorial to the lives lost. We must reflect on the psychological journey of such a survivor, the long road to recovery, and the unique burden of bearing witness to a catastrophe. Then, there is the global response, spearheaded by Pope Leo XIV. His swift and compassionate message, conveyed through Cardinal Parolin, transcends religious boundaries. In times of immense suffering, people often look for a voice of comfort, a figure who can articulate the shared grief and offer solace. As the first American pope, Leo XIV's words carry a particular resonance for a global audience accustomed to seeing American leaders on the world stage. His message of prayer and solidarity acts as a balm on a wounded world, reminding us that even in an age of division and conflict, there are unifying forces. Figures can rally humanity around shared values of empathy and compassion. The Pope's words are not just for Catholics, they are for all who grieve, a universal embrace of sorrow and hope. This act of global spiritual leadership underscores the Church's role in addressing humanitarian crises, offering not just physical aid, but spiritual comfort and moral guidance. The timing of his message, almost immediately after the tragedy, highlights the swift and responsive nature of modern papal diplomacy, utilizing all available channels to connect with a grieving world. The wider context of Air India Flight AI-171 adds another layer of sorrow and significance. It was a routine flight, carrying individuals with diverse backgrounds and dreams. The breakdown of nationalities: 169 Indians, 53 Britons, 7 Portuguese, 1 Canadian, paints a vivid picture of global interconnectedness. Each number represents a life, a family, a community. The Indian diaspora in the UK is vast, numbering nearly 1.9 million people. This crash, therefore, resonates deeply within British society as well, touching countless families with ties to India. Prime Minister Modi and Prime Minister Starmer's immediate reactions underscore the international impact of such a disaster. The images of smoke, flames, and the tireless efforts of rescue workers have burned into the collective consciousness, a stark reminder of life's fragility. The investigation will undoubtedly focus on the black boxes, the flight data recorder and cockpit voice recorder, to piece together the final moments of the flight. This meticulous process, often spanning months, aims to uncover mechanical failures, human error, or external factors that led to the crash. Every piece of debris, every scrap of information, becomes a vital clue in understanding this catastrophic event. This tragedy, however, has become more than just a somber statistic. Raynes' survival, coupled with the Pope's compassionate response, has transformed it into a narrative of profound hope. The fascination with the magic of Seat 11A taps into a universal human desire for miracles, for stories that defy logic and offer a glimmer of light in the darkest moments. It's a reminder that even when faced with overwhelming odds, life can persist. Raynes' willingness to share his story, his raw honesty about feeling the plane halt in mid-air, and his desperate fight to escape serves as a powerful testament to the sheer force of the human will to survive. It compels us to reflect on our own lives, to cherish every fleeting moment, to hold our loved ones close, and to find meaning and purpose even in the face of overwhelming tragedy. This event forces us to confront fundamental questions about fate, chance, and the divine. For some, Raynes' survival will be seen as irrefutable proof of divine intervention, a miracle that reaffirms faith in a higher power. For others, it will be a testament to extraordinary luck and the unpredictable nature of physics. Regardless of one's personal beliefs, the story undeniably prompts introspection. It makes us ponder the arbitrary nature of life and death, the thin veil between existence and oblivion. It also highlights the profound human need for narratives of hope, for stories that allow us to process unimaginable grief and find solace in shared humanity. The global conversation sparked by this event extends beyond the technicalities of aviation safety. It delves into the philosophical and spiritual dimensions of human existence. The long-term impact of this tragedy will be felt for generations. The families of the victims will carry their grief, their memories, and their unanswered questions. The aviation industry will scrutinize every detail to enhance safety protocols. And Raynes, the sole survivor, will forever be intertwined with this event, a living testament to its horrors and its faint glimmer of hope. His story will be recounted, analyzed, and pondered, becoming a part of the collective human narrative of survival against all odds. In the midst of such a profound loss, the message from Pope Leo XIV is particularly significant. His words go beyond mere condolences. They are an invocation of spiritual solidarity, a plea for divine mercy, and a powerful reaffirmation of human interconnectedness. For millions, the Pope represents a moral authority, a voice that transcends political boundaries and speaks to the deepest parts of the human soul. His quick response and genuine empathy reflect a pontificate acutely aware of the contemporary world's need for spiritual guidance and comfort in times of crisis. This moment underscores the enduring relevance of religious leaders in providing solace and fostering unity in a fragmented world. As the investigation continues and the world mourns, Raynes' story will continue to serve as a beacon. It's a testament to the fact that even in the darkest of times, light can emerge from unexpected places. It reminds us that life, with all its unpredictability, is a precious gift. And it calls upon us all to find compassion, resilience, and hope, not just in the face of tragedy, but in every moment of our lives. We are all connected in this shared human journey, and stories like Raynes' and the Pope's compassionate response serve to reinforce that fundamental truth. They remind us to cherish our loved ones, to embrace every day with gratitude, and to always seek the light, even when surrounded by the deepest shadows. The legacy of Air India Flight AI-171 will not just be one of loss, but also of the remarkable power of the human spirit to endure, to hope, and to find meaning even in the most devastating of circumstances.